It's so frustrating sometimes to see this black sky forecast saying that it's gonna rain and it's not gonna rain. It's really frustrating for farmers like us. No way, it's raining!
So for long.
Oh, it's raining already. Yeah, today it's a bit too much, no? Vieni qua! Turuzzo, vieni qua! Bravo. That's a proper nice rain. Let's hope it's gonna last a few more minutes at least. We have a rainbow, and it's because it was raining. So our garden is watered. We planted quite a few things like kale today, and everything is nicely watered. So we were resting this afternoon. It was nice. Who had a good afternoon nap?
Yay!
It was raining!
So yeah, just for one day, but it did rain. I mean,
Half day, not
half
even
day,
one.
yeah.
So we took a bit time off and rested. It didn't even rain half day proper. It was like 20 minutes good rain, and then it was like a
Drizzling.
light drizzle, but it was enough for a garden not to be watered. It was self-watering finally, and
For one evening.
yeah.
Let's just
And
don't get too excited.
We could rest. Now it's like sunny again. It should be cloudy, but sun wants to come out. So
But there's one thing. Today, it's a Sunday, 1st of September. For us means only one thing. That summer is behind us. So now it can only get cooler finally. Not much, but by the end of the month we will probably achieve 25 degrees.
which is quite good for us.
It's good. I mean,
Considering that it's been so hot, and even evenings started to cool down. We can finally open windows and sleep
without aircon.
without aircon. Yeah, it's so nice to finally feel a bit more relaxed. But
Yeah, breathe a bit and
yeah,
but
so,
run.
Yeah, so
We're running now. I mean.
Town is going quiet because most of the tourists are leaving. Everybody's getting prepared for school, but for now, for us, it's becoming much more busier.
Yeah, it's a tough time.
Well,
we have a two tough time in the year. Usually it's the transition between spring and summer, and then it's between summer and autumn. So this week and the past 2 weeks we've been working like lots.
Head down, and it's like
transforming the garden from a summer disaster to an autumn
miracle. Let's hope.
So it's been like a big marathon between the nursery and transforming the garden. So
yeah, first of all, we were pulling all things out, all the things like, okay,
everything is gone.
You have to go. So we pulled most of the things. This morning I'm finishing to remove a basil, and of course I'm gonna make the last of a pesto. And then we have peppers that needs to be removed as well. And then this side of the garden will be nicely done. Then we started to put more compost in the beds. Then it's like watering, trying to make it like more absorbent, the soil.
Yeah, topping up, covering, mulching some area. And yeah, we still have like, let's say 50% of the garden still to do it. But
it's starting to look good.
Yeah, main crops already planted.
Yeah, we have quite a few things. Some items that we were trying for a long time to make it work. Finally, it might be working. Such a scale.
Shall we tell what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, the kale.
I just said.
Oh, you did it? Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear it. So, because in Sicily, in this time of the year, the birds are very hungry, especially pigeons and other kind of. So we preparing all the structure in order to cover all the crops with net, especially the one which they like the most. For example, strange enough, they don't like endive, so we don't cover them, but they like all the brassica, so usually all the kale, this kind of family, like a broccoli and things. So over here we just transplanted the curly kale green, and we need to cover it because the soil is still too hard, because even if we've been watering, it didn't go that deep, and the structure needs to go deep in order to have a good grip on soil, even against wind and stuff like that. So I've been helping myself with a metal bar and a hammer, and hammer the hole before put the structure inside, because just with the strength of the hands you can't really push that far.
Yay!
Job done.
We finished covering our kale. So yeah,
We don't want to tell too much, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna do garden tour when it looks better and
yeah.
almost good, when things grow a bit, because now
we
it's
can show
like
our pride.
now things are just like tiny like this, so we want them to grow a bit, and then we can show you guys.
I don't know if you're able to see, but behind us we just transplanted fennel. But if you can't see, probably it's because they are way too small.
Yeah, they are just like this tiny. We have one of the biggest jobs to do, and it's to plant fennel. It's one of the biggest sellers for us, so we have quite a few fennels to plant. This whole area will have to be fennel. Quite a lot. We'll see if it's gonna last this year. First line is done. We're doing second one. We have double watering system, so we're opening lake water once a week, so we have a drip irrigation. And obviously it was done a couple of days ago, and now we are watering with a normal water, our water from a tank. So that's a new way to water.
So today is an early finish, because I have a bit of pain in my neck and I can't really push to make the holes. But we managed to make 50% of what we were supposed to do in the afternoon, so we planted 3 rows of fennels. That
was another early morning job. Finished the last rows of fennel. Another job is done and we have fennels in place.
By the way, there are a few positive things ahead for this autumn, let's say, because looking around, the olive trees, they are not so bad as well. So maybe this year we will have a good harvest of olives, therefore olive oil. And,
I don't know.
Well,
few trees have some olives, but most of them have only a few.
We haven't checked well the other side there.
The other side usually it's like less productive.
Well, I think as long as we do the one for us, then if there's some extra to sell and cover the cost, we are happy with it. But for our self-consumption,
we need like 70-80 liters at least.
Yeah, for the whole family.
I give some to family needs 50 liters. For us, like 30 liters is enough.
Yeah, that's 80 liters is the mass that we gotta do at the minimum.
Yeah.
So we've been actually dealing with a couple of problems, such pigeons.
Yeah.
Yeah, autumn always means to building like literally the crops in a way like to keep the birds away. So we've been putting a lots of net on top of it.
Yeah,
So,
so any crop you put, you immediately have to cover it.
Yeah.
Was couple of crops that usually pigeons don't like it, but this year we seem to like it as well.
Yeah, the chicory.
And that's an example of birds demolishing things. We thought we don't like this one. Usually we don't touch it, but this year there's not much grass, so they are eating anything in their way. Yeah.
Well, we delayed. We finished transplanting like in the evening. I said, well, tomorrow morning I'll plant the. And actually, we finished in the morning, so in the afternoon we were supposed to do the net. In that little gap, which is our lunch break, they had lunch break as well. So
yeah, they enjoyed it.
They enjoyed it. But it's a strong crop, so it will grow anyway.
So even if it's like picked a bit, it's gonna recover. It's gonna grow.
Yeah.
So
then the rest is actually it's safe. I mean, we've been protecting it, even because there is an insect which it flies usually makes the eggs like in all the brassica, so in kohlrabi, in a kale, broccoli, all these, which is called cavolai. I don't know what's the name in English.
I don't know in English.
I haven't
but
seen
it's
that
like
many
it's
this
a white
year.
butterfly, very common everywhere.
Yeah, which then does like the worm, which eat the leaves, and then that worm will get transformed into butterfly.
So there are these two reasons where we usually cover, and
yeah.
So far we've been doing a bit better with water because we have lake water now for 24 hours. So we installed a few drip irrigation pipes. So so mostly things that are on the soil getting watered through that at least once a week, and the rest, like,
Yeah, we're dripping for 24 hours, so which you can guarantee like another 3-4 days, to not be watered, and then we water a bit, and then lake water comes again, so once a week, and that's how we're managing water. Then of course we don't have a full garden, so the consumption of water at the moment is a little bit lower. Not that much. I mean, rather than buy one truck every week, we buy one truck every 10 days. So
one truck every 3 days used to be.
Yeah, at some point,
and the crops were less, but now at least with this lake water once a week, at least a few things get self-watered.
I mean, luckily the season, the autumn season, so that's why we're happy about September, is because we can put everything is needed for the next 3 seasons, because we have many crops which they last all winter long. Until springtime, so it's a saving of money, an increase of profit for the business himself, and usually, I mean, so far every autumn, winter has been good for us compared with the summer. The summer has always been a disaster, but the winter, the other seasons are okay. So we hope that this year everything is gonna grow fine. So far, we gotta say, everything looks good.
It looks good.
Finger crossed.
Finger crossed that there is no big storms or anything, because in a few places in Sicily here, it's like it was big downpour, and it was like lots of water coming at once. So let's hope when it comes slowly. I was reading an article yesterday actually saying that it's like quite increasing quite a bit, these like downpours, instead of gentle slow rain. That's what happens mostly, so hopefully when the rain comes it won't cause any damage.
Historically, I have to say, I have a memory in Sicily, it's always been like that. End of August, always been the rain which has been strong, so cause flooding and all the problem related. This year a little bit less, but middle of Sicily, especially at the moment, they had like lots of rain. I don't know if they're happy or not, but I mean,
Well, one of
Watching the news, it doesn't look like that.
one of the lakes which was like empty got refilled actually.
Pegusa Lake.
Yeah. So it's probably a good thing.
Yeah. So, well, we hope a bit more rain on this side of the island.
because we usually watch forecast, and it's like on one app says like forecast says that it's gonna rain, so I'm checking another Google like maps where it's like shows where the clouds should be coming, and it's like comes and next to us it kind of disappears all the time, or it's just like all the way around. And it's like there, but it's not coming here. But the other day we were lucky because in Balestrate,
our town,
did
it rain?
5 kilometers away, it was no rain at all. So we were lucky. And I think I made a video where there is like an edge of a cloud. Is basically now a garden. It's like half garden is like a clear sky, and half of the garden is like that cloud that it's raining. And I was like, oh my God, we were lucky this time. It looks like we were very lucky because that cloud is just there, kind of halfway into our garden. But it's raining and our garden is getting nice and wet. So we've been really, really lucky.
The time before was the other way around, so it rained in town and nothing in here. So I say that was a revenge.
So sometimes it's like you are lucky to have like a bit of rain coming in one or another area, you know. So
even dogs now feels better actually, and chickens as well.
We've been suffering this summer. We've been suffering by, you know, lunchtime we can get aircon and stuff, and we are like under the palms cooling down. But
we water the heads. We give almost fresh water. We have a lot of like a shady area where there is a more draft, so they can refresh themselves about summer.
We pour some water, so we dig the area.
Chickens, they've been with the mouth open all summer.
Yeah, wings looking like a bodybuilder's wings
they
up.
look like that, especially our rooster. You look at us like this. Looks like a bodybuilder. And now they feel better, and they lay more eggs as well. So,
I mean, it's like a 3-4 degrees difference, and it's such a big change in everybody's life, you know. It's like it's still like 32, 33 every day, but
I mean, think about
less humidity.
Think about like climate change. The world temperature in the world went up 1.5 degrees. Sometimes people think like, what is it? 1.5 is nothing. Makes a big difference. We can see here like the highest temperature until 2 weeks ago was 35, then it moved to 33. 2 degrees made such a big difference. Yeah. It made us to sleep during the night time. So sometimes little things count.
We are finally able to rest, and I've been resting a lot. I couldn't wake up actually. With a bit of fresh air, it's just like so nice to sleep. Even put a light duvet on, covered myself during the night, stole from him. He couldn't get any.
Yeah, like last night, I was a little bit cool, you know. I wanted a bit of duvet. She had all of it. I got a little bit. She took it back as well.
No, I got used during the winter because he usually wraps himself, and he doesn't give me any, so I have like this instinct to keep all of it now.
Yeah, she's the victim. By the way, just to update you, I also injured myself. Just a light injury due to the work, let's say.
Lots of manual work.
My shoulder. Yeah, I rested yesterday.
Today
it's better. Well. I can literally lift many things using the muscle in here. This muscle is called the sternocleidomastoideo, if you want to know. So yeah, neck and things, but hopefully tomorrow I will be okay, so I can go back to work. And we don't want to tell you that much because we're waiting to show you the full garden in all his splendid form, shape. So
yeah, so hopefully soon, in like probably you will have to wait for a month or two until
get everything nice and big.
Yeah, I like to show a garden when it looks nice, not like plants like this you can't see. It's like everything covered, so it's like you don't get the full idea. But
well, you will see more.
I keep looking at the garden because it's like finally starting to look better again, not like a deserted area that we look and makes us cry.
In fact, in the videos, slowly you will see how everything will get much greener. And for us, it's amazing because we like it, you know. There's all the grass growing everywhere. And the whole like landscape of Sicily will change.
Yeah.
It's enough just a little bit of rain because here the grass are very resilient, so you'll see, it will look amazing. Right now it looks like Sahara Desert. Soon it will look like almost like a Sweden, so without the snow.
Yeah, it's crazy for me. And like when I talk to my family, it's like, oh yeah, we're planting things to garden in the winter. In Lithuania, it's like a snow in the winter, and we are like, how are you gonna garden in the winter? We still don't get it. It's like, even for me, it's like sometimes it's weird that like we have winter crops outside, you know. So yeah, that's hopefully we will have lots of crops. We're gonna sell lots of things. Like,
yeah, we will. We have a good plan.
We're hopeful with the kale. It's like that it's gonna grow and will produce well.
I mean, the kale is the new of this year because we have already like a type of crops which we know that we sell every year in very big quantity. Kale is the new entry which we hope is gonna sell as well because people here don't really know kale much, so it's more like in the up north area of Italy. But so far everything we've been planting kind of new has been having like a positive feedback from customers, so
yeah, because
I'm sure this one will be a success as well.
We try to introduce something new, something different leafy greens. I wanted to find colored greens, but actually I can't find in here anywhere seeds, so hopefully one day we can find as well, because our big selling point winter is greens, because it's a season of greens.
We are the only one growing literally greens.
Yeah, and you know, it's always
if you go
fresh.
to grocery shop, there's only fruits.
Yeah, there are a few greens, but they look very tired and sad.
We sell it fresh, so
yeah.
So right, we should. I don't think we should say much more. I mean, otherwise they will stop following us. So.
We have a few things going on next week as well. Like, mostly we will be in the garden.
Well, we'll start building stuff. We'll start planting
He
stuff.
cannot wait to build more things. He's obsessed. He's watching all these videos. I don't know what's in his head, what he's gonna build next.
There's this woodworker called Jesper Makes. It's a Swedish guy.
Danish?
I follow him. Or Danish.
Danish, also.
Or Finnish.
Well,
somewhere there. I like the way he does it. But then I watch many others like woodworker, you know. I like DIY, so soon you will see also lots of DIY. There are plants for chickens, there are plants for areas dedicated to people in here in the garden. Soon we will update you also with the school. This year we're gonna have this partnership again with the students, so they might come here and learn from us.
From little farmers instead of being like big farmers.
Yeah, and there's so many things which you will see in the next weeks, month or year.
Hopefully I'll start cooking again, so a few recipes maybe, because in the summer it was too hot to do anything. We're tired. We are tired in the summer. We don't cook. We eat like a quick something sandwich with like a couple of veggies on the side, and that's it. Like in the winter, I can't wait to go back to cooking and like.
Can't wait to eat stew again.
Yeah.
Stew, lentils. Ooh, she does lentils very, very, very good. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you have a spare time, visit our patrons. You might become one of them. And for the rest, stay tuned and see you next week.
I'll see you next week. Ciao.
Bye.